In this video, I'm going to show you how to use keyframes in Final Cut Pro, both keyframes of the video type and of the audio type. First, let's start with the video. Let's say we have this video and we want, as we see the video, we want to start the video zoomed in, and by the end of the video, we want to have the video pretty much where it is naturally. So to do that, move to the very front of the video and we set a keyframe. And in Final Cut Pro, you set video keyframes on the actual effect that you want to use. So in this case, we want to scale. So let's go ahead and set by clicking here on Add Keyframe next to Scale and zoom in a bit on our subject to keep her right in the middle. And as we move forward here, you see her legs start to go out of frame. So we don't want that. We want to keep our subject in frame as much as possible. So let's go to just after where they stop being in frame. Let's create another scale keyframe by just clicking on Add Keyframe. Now you can see we have the previous keyframe button here. We can click on it. It goes to the very beginning where we set the first one. And then we can go back forward to the one that we started. And all we want to do here is to keep our subject in frame. So we'll take the scale back a little bit to where we can see her legs, her whole body again. And then we'll go all the way to the end. We'll set another keyframe. And we have about 150% zoom there. We want to take that out to where it was naturally when we first recorded it. Now we have a video that starts there and it comes out. But there's another use for a keyframe here, a good one. And as you can see, as we look at the picture, our subject here is not quite centered. So if we move to the beginning, we can go over and set a position keyframe, position, set a keyframe, change the X position, in this case probably about 275. That moves our subject over to the middle. Now the question is, do we want to leave it that way all the way through? So let's run through and see. Nope, because near the end we start getting the edge of the frame. So let's get to right where the edge of the frame is. There it is. Let's go back just a little bit. Set another keyframe in position right here. Again, we can go back to the first one, forward to the next one. If we want to delete it, we can just remove it by deleting this keyframe. What we want to do here is we want to pretty much go back to the very beginning, which was 0. Now, let's play it and see what we have.
GoPro, stop recording.
Now in the middle of that, you can hear my voice, which I don't want to hear. I'm sure nobody else does, saying GoPro stop recording. This is where the audio keyframes come in. And to do an audio keyframe, you need to, first of all, detach the audio. So right click and hit audio detach. Then go down to your audio, and if you hold Option down on the keyboard, you can see right there the little tool comes up and you can set a keyframe. Let's set one before and one after I'm talking. Now this is a little bit far out. We don't have to go that far out, so let's come up a little closer. Now what we can do is set another keyframe right in front of that one and right after this one. And what that allows us to do is allows us to control this one in the middle or make changes to it and leave the ones on the outside the same. So let's go ahead and grab it and we can pull it down. Now you hear nothing in that. that is a good way to use keyframes. And a lot of times we use keyframes, or if there's music in the background and then someone wants to speak and you want to hear the speaker louder, then you could turn down the music and then turn it back up after the speaker is done speaking. But another way to do this, and this doesn't necessarily have anything to do with keyframes, it's just an extra audio tip here. We'll delete these keyframes. And let's say we want to, again, remove the area where I'm speaking. But we don't want it to be dead sound. We want to bring over some audio from over here, which is just regular background sound, ambient noise, and we place it. The easy way to do that is to go ahead and cut right before, cut right after. And after that, you can hold the T key down on your keyboard and you can move it. You can move it either way you want. In this case, we're going to move it to the right. And now we have just some of the regular ambient sounds coming from this area so that no one knows that I was ever speaking in the video at all. Let's see what that sounds like. There we go. No difference. Nobody's going to know the difference anyway. So that is pretty much the easy way to do keyframes, and easy explanation and a couple examples in both audio and video keyframes in Final Cut Pro. If you like this video, or if it helped you in any way, please go ahead and subscribe. You can hit the profile icon down on the right hand side to do that. I appreciate it, and if you would like any other videos and tutorials, let me know in the comments. Thank you.